TrueFoundry Agent Gateway stacks naturally on top of its AI Gateway and MCP Gateway capabilities. Agents are nothing but combinations of LLMs plus system prompts plus the MCP tools that they have access to. So let's see a simple agent in action. What you see here is the playground feature of TrueFoundry, and the first thing I'll do is I will modify the system prompt to be for a stock price agent example. I'll also go ahead and add an MCP tool, which is web search. Let me just try out a simple prompt. You'll see that it will call the web search tool, where this is the request that the LLM has generated, and this web search tool will be executed and the final response will be given to the user. Now this is working. What we can do is you can save multiple versions of this based on your experiments, figure out what is happening using the playground, and once you're done, you can go to save new prompt. It'll just save the entire thing if you wanted to, and you can add a specific repository, which is nothing but a blob storage. You can enter the prompt name, and let's just save it with the model. Now this template has been saved. This is a prompt template which consists not only of the system prompt and the LLM and the tools, but whatever additional configurations you might want to have, like semantic caching, exact caching, or input-output guardrails, where whatever integrations you already have can be configured here, structured output, metadata details, and so on. So once you have configured all of that, once you have saved it in your final prompt template version, you can just go ahead and publish it, and it will publish this as an agent. Now notice I've just added the name and the description, but in terms of the source, it can either be the prompt template that you have just saved, which requires the repository and the template and the version. This basically is the fully qualified name. Or you can also bring your own hosted A2A agent and also publish that on the app. Let's just take the first version where we have actually done this via the playground. The other thing that you note here is you can also add collaborators, which are nothing but a list of users who should have access to this agent. This enables teams to basically coordinate and orchestrate multiple agents between themselves and be more powerful and efficient in their workflows. Then you can also add sample inputs, and let me just show you how this will look like. Let's go ahead and submit this. Now the agent is published. If you click on try now, you can see that the UI has come up, and this is one of the very core value propositions of building and deploying an agent, which is ready for testing. So this is the UAT stage where users can just come in, they can just test what is happening and how the agent is responding. And all of the logs and the monitoring aspects will be covered in the TrueFoundry platform. But here, as you see, no configurations, no LLM choices, nothing is provided to the end user who is just testing out the agent. This removes the need for actually using Streamlit or Gradio for doing quick prototyping, because TrueFoundry has already taken care of that. Now, where does this agent actually get registered? If you go to the agent hub, you'll see that this is the agent which has actually been registered. And if you go to edit, you can select the prompt version. Let's say later on you have a specific better version of the prompt. So you can just change the version. You can also change the prompt template if you feel that is working better, and you can update the same agent. The benefit is the URL where this agent was actually published, that will exactly remain the same. Only the backend will change. So whatever URL you have already shared with your stakeholders, with external teams, those will remain as is. Now let's see multi-agent workflows in action via the concept of sub-agents. So I'll just add a sub-agent, which is a stock price agent. And I have not added a web search tool. I have not added anything in the system prompt. But if I just ask it for NVIDIA stock price, what you'll see is that the main agent, right, will call this sub-agent. It will switch to the stock price agent. It will perform whatever capabilities are there with the stock price agent, and then it will switch back and you will see the answer. Lastly, you can also see the detailed traces when you go to the monitoring tab and go to request traces. For example, we asked what is the current stock price of Google, and you can see that first the MCP tools were listed and then the chat completion flow was done. Further, there are detailed monitoring dashboards in terms of the model metrics, MC metrics, guardrail metrics, and routing metrics. Whatever your agents are using under the hood, all of those can be monitored in a very granular manner. There are a lot more features which are upcoming in the Agent Gateway, such as support for backend context management APIs, automatic summarization and smart context handling, large tool call handling, skills library, as well as task management integration.